Hi, welcome back to the channel. So I'm Phil from Status One Automotive near Leeds. So if you're new to the channel, then we're just going to do a little talk about Porsches. Now, in specific 911s. So we get asked this question quite a lot, and it is: do we prefer, and which are the best to sell? Is it the new generation 992? And also now the 992.2, or is it the previous generation, the 991 version, in particular the 991.2? Now, having owned a Porsches myself, which is I'm a Porsche guy through and through, I've done for years amongst other manufacturer and brands of cars, and obviously sold them throughout the years, then I think it's a good place to start where I deal with Porsche main dealers. I have my hang-ups about them, but also I've got some good dealers. But the point is that what Porsche are doing with the new generation of cars, I don't agree with. So it's affecting the value on the new ones. Fortunately, it's not affecting the value on the 991 generation. I think it's even bringing them back in price. So obviously, half of it is not Porsche's fault, because Porsche are made to change their engines into more leaner engines, hybrids, everything. We don't have to go into that because we know that's happening in the world. But what they're also forced to do, and in a downward market, which I'm not going to be one of them motor traders what tell you that the market's absolutely on fire, because it just isn't, and it isn't for the manufacturers neither. So they're forced every month to put in their allocations for new cars. Now, whether they're sold allocations or not, and obviously these days they're not selling their allocations out, where if you wanted a Porsche of any model really, you had to go with your cap in your hand and literally beg for allocation, put your deposit down, wait. I've got a Taycan Turbo S outside, which is my own car. I had to wait 14 months for that, which I don't like waiting for cars. I don't think anybody does, but I did. And obviously they've dropped in value, electric cars. That's another story for another video, that. But you had to do the dance with Porsche, which we all know. You also had to wait and wait, beg for your allocation. Now it's a total turnaround. It's done a complete 180, to the point now where the new 992.2 generation, this is GTSs, Carreras, and what they did do was, without straying off the subject too much, Porsche used to be able to, a GT3 model on the 911 range came out later on in the model. Now this time round I saw only a Carrera out, and that literally hadn't been out available to buy. I didn't see any for sale. They were already promoting the GT3 range, which I found really strange, putting orders in for your GT3. Then they said the GTSs were coming out, which were the hybrid, which are actually a great car, but they've that many allocations from the get-go before they even sold any GTSs. They was discounting them brand new, which is absolutely unheard of through Porsche. So now they're actually trying to get rid of their allocations by contacting, say, dealers like myself and other dealers and asking if we will take their allocations, which is crazy, on discount. And we've got dealers what are advertising, independent dealers advertising, say, GTS, which lists at 165. They're putting them on brand new delivery miles, from buying them from Porsche, and then putting them on themselves at 5,000 and 10,000 under list. So that just shows you how much discount they're giving to the dealers and asking the dealers if they'll take them. Going into last year, I was getting offered a load of 911 Turbo S's with 20, 30,000 pound off, because they couldn't get rid of their allocations. So part of it is Porsche. A lot of it is the economy. People aren't spending that kind of money on brand new cars. Some people are, but they're wanting discount. We feel it here. We're selling high-end cars, great, we're selling them. But people do want a deal. And we'll give a deal, no two ways about it. We know where we stand. We have to do something very, very special, then maybe we do, only a little bit off. But that's the state of the market. It's not dead in the water by any means, and people are spending money. They're just being careful. So the 992.2 is obviously discounted, so it's bringing the 992.1 down, which is a shame because it is a great car. I had a GT3 992, and that was a fantastic car. But back to the actual story at hand is, which is the best car, Porsche, to buy is the 992s and 991.2s. And for me, categorically, the 991.2. So, like this one at the back of me, this is a 2019 991.2 GT3 RS. It's a WiseAct package, very special one, albeit. So, I owned a GT3 Manti 992, and it was a phenomenal car, but far too hard for the road. Real track focus, but the 992 GT3 anyway is a very, very hard, stiff car. It handles fantastic. But the 991.2 is a much better car, especially in the RS version. And then the GT3, the handling is a lot more manageable. You can feel the car better. It handles absolutely incredible. They feel a lot more raw. Obviously, as cars get newer and newer and more modern, then you're going to lose that rawness. You'd expect it not from Porsche, but that's always going to be the case. And we would much rather have in stock, we do buy 992s, but we much rather have the 991.2s, because when they're sat in a showroom, we know they're not devaluing. Now, for some reason, because they're such a driver's car and a popular car, the 991.2s are keeping the money, even when the 992s are coming down. So it's like on the left here, we've got a 991.2. That's a GTS 4 Targa. That's the Targa top, and it's the four-wheel drive, and it's the GTS model. Now, that one, the price of it is 79,980. It's not dear, it's not mega cheap, it's massive spec. But that car can sit here for the next 6 months, and it'll still be worth that. So it's a no-stress car for us. We wait, you wait for the right buyer who wants that colour, that specification, and and we don't have to worry about the price dropping. As far as driver's car, it is phenomenal. That car sounds better than a 992, and that's why people like them. The exhaust notes better. The interior, arguably, is better. There's more to it, although the 992s are nice, but I think they're just getting a little bit more sterile, especially the new ones with all the digital clocks. It reminds me of being in the Taycan, which Taycans are amazing, but it's not a 911. So the GT3 RS in this model, the 991.2, is the best car I've ever driven in my life, bar none. And that's between all the manufacturers of Lamborghini, Ferrari, Aston Martin, anything you can think of. That car is amazing. This one at the back, I've just done a driving trip to Switzerland in it, and it blew me away. I did a driving trip in my Manti to Southern Ireland. That were amazing, but nothing like this. So the feel of an earlier model of 991.2, whether it be in just a GTS, Carrera S, but especially your GT cars like your GT3s and your GT3 RSs, the feeling, the handling, the sound, the inside, it's just the inside of that. I much prefer it than the 992 GT3. The clocks, it arcs back in the 1980s, with all the little dial clocks in your dash. Um, Absolutely phenomenal car. You really know you're in a Porsche. There's no frills. I know we like with sports modes with a sports chrono. That has got sports chrono, the GT3 behind me, but it's all just on buttons. So you've got a sport button, you've got a PASM button for your suspension, and you've got sports exhaust. That's it. Nothing on the steering wheel. Not even got any multifunctional on your steering wheel. It's proper for driving. And this video, I suppose, is to just highlight the differences and which we feel is the better car. Without doubt, the 991.2. As far as a dealer's point of view, to stock them, if I had a 992 Carrera, well, if I had the new 992 GT3 RS in, I would be worrying about selling it as quick as I could, so that they didn't get into the back end of the summer and then they start dropping 10, 20,000, because that's what they do. The earlier models, there's a lot fewer of them around. This is the other problem, what we're harking back to Porsche. It's not all Porsche's fault, the way that the prices have gone, but the fact is that they're building too many cars. So that affects the price. The more online, the cheaper they get. So when you're wanting a specialist car, what you cannot buy brand new, you have to be basically invited for an allocation, like the RS at the back of me at the time. I mean, I bought enough Porsches and I still can't get an allocation for an RS. That's how many you've got to buy. So just to wrap the video off, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's just a little video just to give you an insight in which you would buy if you had anything from, say, 80,000. I mean, we're not mentioning all the models, like the 991.2 turbos and Turbo S is a fantastic car, and they're not a fortune. You know, you can get one between 70 and 80,000. Well, no, that's for the 991.1, sorry. But they're going up to 100,000, 112s, 110s for a later model .2. A fantastic car all the same. They are a raw car, a real good driver's car. So we would rather sell the 991.2s. We will be getting 992s and the new ones in, no two ways about it. It's not going to stop us selling them, but as far as stocking them as a car dealer, we much prefer them in stock. We can sleep better at night regarding the devaluation, because they don't really devalue. And as far as a personal experience, the best car I've ever owned, and I've owned quite a lot of sports cars, that's my thing, I love driving trips and everything, is a 991.2 GT3 RS. I had a silver one before this, non-Weissach. This is the Weissach version. This particular one is really, really special. I bought it straight from Porsche South Lakes. It was their own car, actual own car. It's even VAT qualifying, which is so rare. And they owned it. It was ordered in PTS jet green metallic. The interior is something special as well. The specification. It's just a phenomenal car. It's not the most expensive car I've had, but it is the best car I've ever had. So I hope this helps in anybody looking for whether to spend the money on a 991.2 or a 992 GT3 or in a GTS or Carrera. So from my opinion, the 991.2, if you want to park it in your garage and use it sparingly, it will hold its money so well. So I hope to see you on the next video. If you do like the video and the content, give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.